Well, guys, after 52 weeks, we finally made it. Hello, friends. For this week's video, it is a very special video. I know I say that every week, but this one is truly special because we have finally finished our 1 year. Yes, that's right. I uploaded every week on YouTube for a year. Almost. So if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, supporter for this channel and my previous vlog channel back in the day where I kind of separated my content in 2018 when I was going on my 26th year of life, I decided to daily vlog. I got kind of inspired by the Casey Neistats and Joan Day and those kind of people that just uploaded daily and weekly that I wanted to try it for myself, honestly. It was really easy at the time because I did work and I did study, but it was hard at the same time because there are some days that it would be 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and everybody knows the sweet spot of YouTube is a good 10-minute mark. So I ended up scratching that, I think, after a month and a half and started uploading weekly. But I made it through an entire year and I was burnt out, definitely at the end. So after that, it became monthly uploads just to highlight certain things in my life, like certain events or travels, things that I want to show you guys, essentially. But then I was doing that from year 26 up until my 30th birthday. And on my 30th birthday, literally, as I blew out the candles, I said, guys, I'm taking a break. I'm 30. All right, everyone, the vlogs are deleted now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Look at the Keku. So I pretty much took like a whole break for an entire year. I would record content, but not to post, more so for my personal memories. If there were certain things in my life that I just wanted to keep and still watch, but not necessarily upload to the internet. And then during that time, I had a lot of time to like self-reflect because I was kind of going through a I don't know kind of period. Like, why am I uploading this content? I'm kind of like losing myself in it. I'm just kind of like pulling my camera out, but not really living in the moment, which is my biggest fear. So the break was really needed to really evaluate myself. So then when I turned 31, I started uploading again to YouTube, but then it became more of like trips and like certain events, as you guys saw. And then last year around April, I went to the Nami Matcha LA pop-up and I wanted to upload it as soon as like the event ended, like the next day, so I could be like the first one on YouTube to make a whole vlog out of it. So I literally went home after the event, edited super hard, and released the video. And also at the time, I had just gotten back from my big Japan trip. So of course, I want to show all my friends and family like all the stuff that we did. But we did so much, as you guys saw, that it had to be split into 4 videos. Tokyo itself was 2 videos because there was just so much content. And because of that, I uploaded weekly like all the Japan content. And then after the Japan content, I just kept making more content because I was on a really good momentum that I just kept going. I did, however, miss 1 week, unfortunately. It is the week of January 11 to 17. I think it's because I had just started coming back from Texas from Christmas breaks and I was working immediately and there was a ton of events that I was still kind of like overwhelmed, but also in a burnout cycle, which I will get into a little bit later. So unfortunately, we did miss 1 week, but it's okay. We still made it through and I'm very thankful of all the hard work that I have done week in and out. So now we go to the more reflection parts of how did I feel during the journey, how I feel about now. Honestly, I'm really tired. It is so difficult, and I have compassion for a lot of YouTubers who do this or content creators who do this weekly or daily. Like, it's a lot to be like filming, editing, making things cool to the expense of I feel like sometimes I did not edit like really cool, but I do think my personal style is very minimalistic when it comes to editing. So honestly, I was just trying to push content out at this point, but I was pretty satisfied with it. Like, if I wasn't satisfied with it, I would have never uploaded at all. You know what I mean? I think the biggest challenge for me is there was definitely times where it was really hard to make content if there was no trip that I was on, if there was no event I was on. I don't know if you guys remember the IKEA vlog. I literally was off like I think a Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was like, let me just go to IKEA and just film something because I literally have nothing But what really saved me again is trips, like vlogs for certain events like Anime Expo, TwitchCon, my other trips to like New York, things like that. And then, of course, the nursing content. I really tried to separate them back in the day, but I do know a lot of people who watch me are healthcare workers, especially friends. So I think getting back into the nursing content, which I had done before in my other channel, really did help, especially now during this time. I'm a more seasonal nurse, as back then I was still like a baby. So I feel like I have more to like give. But then we come to the burnout. So during this time or this year of me uploading content on YouTube for my personal love of it, I in July started to actually get into like gigs, like things that I would actually be a social media admin for. I did editing social media for a men's workout group. I did that for 3 months, and then I added on a women's workout group. So I did both. And then on top of that, my channel. So you can imagine it was like almost 5 to 7 videos a week, maybe even 7 to 8. Actually, there are times when we have events, and it would be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is like a men's group, and then Tuesday, Thursday is a women's group, and then my own stuff is on a Sunday. And then if I want to throw in a Twitch stream, that's like another thing. So at some point I got so burnt out I couldn't even touch my computer. There was like events that I had for the workout groups, and I even did like a wedding video that I volunteered for somebody. Those ended up being like 4 months late because I was just extremely tired, which also led to the week that I missed in January because I just could not touch my computer. I was just so tired. Except for my own content. Luckily, Vlogmas saved me, so I didn't have to think of what content could I make if it's not a vlog. So that really helped, but I just felt like my work decreased. I even told like the people who I was volunteering for, like, hey guys, it's coming late. I got to take a break, things like that. And everyone was really supportive at that time because I feared that this would happen again, that I would get burnt out. I would hate what I'm doing and just like not even want to do it anymore. But I think giving myself a boundary and giving myself breaks really did help. So as of this moment, I did leave the women's workout group and I stayed with the men's workout group, which is fine because now it's like an every other week upload, and it's sometimes 1 to 2 videos in comparison to 3 videos like every week for 3 months in the men's group. So that really helped out a lot. But I did end up picking up another gig for a business. So that's another thing that I had to be careful not to overload myself at the expense of just wanting to learn more opportunities, wanting to expand my creativity. I have to be careful for myself because this one is actually really important as it's like a very big deal. So I need to put all of my energy when doing it because it's an actual job at this point. And yeah, I just had to be careful with that. But at the end of the day, despite the burnouts and everything, I do feel very accomplished of what I did. I think I, through this challenge, really expanded my capabilities, my time management, and I just ended up doing so many different things I never got to do. And it really gave me like a boost of confidence, especially when a lot of people are now like looking forward to the videos, cheering me on. It's something that really keeps me going, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you guys. And also, I think I've said it before, but as a nurse, and you've seen like the nursing content I do, I honestly just sleep and sometimes edit on my computer and just do like really boring things. So like having the vlogs and like getting out there and doing a lot of stuff really helped me to have a life essentially besides nursing and sleeping. And now before I end the video and talk about what's my future plans, I do want to shout out 3 to 5 top videos that I'm really proud of this year. So in no particular order. So the first favorites-ish that I have is the Japan trip, obviously, which helped start this besides like the Nami pop-up. But the Japan trip I watch so often. I think a lot of people used it as inspo in my personal life for their Japan trips that are coming up. So just watching it together with them and just seeing the joy that I had, it was such a amazing trip. And unfortunately, I was supposed to go to Korea, so that would have been a really cool content, but it's okay. Hopefully next year it would have been good, but yeah, trips like that I feel like are my favorite because it just helps me look back on things. And kind of piggyback off of that, I do love Vlogmas. One, I have to upload or make content every day and every week consistently, so it doesn't stress me out of like what I need to post because Vlogmas is like straight. Like I'm doing it for the whole month instead of up to Christmas, so I don't have to think. You know what I mean? And then it's acceptable to stay at home during Vlogmas because it's Vlogmas, so it's supposed to show your daily life, right? So I love Christmas season and I just love watching it, especially like coming home for Christmas and seeing my family are my favorite clips to watch during the Vlogmas. And then picking it back off of that, again, when I come home to Texas in general, I feel like that is like a happy time, especially what you guys didn't see in the Texas trip. And I probably didn't show all of it because I didn't daily vlog. There was a lot of days I just literally chilled at home and slept and of course edit videos, but it was so chill in comparison to like other trips where I'm like, go, 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 go. Texas trips are always so nice because I get to be with family. I honestly get to chill and there's no pressure of like doing stuff. You know what I mean? The second video I want to give a special recognition to, and I think I really worked hard in, both physically and like creatively, is exercising with my housemates for a week. I thought that was really fun because it kind of gave you guys like insight into my life, who are the people I live with, and honestly, like the most fun workouts and some that people still flame me for today because I swear I was at the top of the machine. So it's not like I'm super strong, but I'm just saying. But my favorite is actually the bike scene because I didn't want to dox our neighborhood. So putting it all in black screen was like hilarious. And one that I like love watching just because it was so chaotic and so funny. I honestly think I would like to do something like that again. I hate sweating and working out sometimes, but I think it would be fun. So I definitely would do like a round two with my housemates again, but maybe a little bit different activities. I don't think I could run a marathon or a triathlon, but it would be really fun to like expand my creativity and like humor and do that again. And then the last video to give a shout out to, I feel like this was a lot of planning and luckily it kind of worked out the way it did, was my Smeeski video. Obviously, I'm very proud of it because we went across Texas to do this thing. And I mean, we were going to go on vacation there anyway, but just the extra stops of going there kind of made the Texas trip very enjoyable because I got to explore more of my home and just get my little favorite dudes. You know, I got 2 secrets out of that and I'm really happy. I did not forget I will do a collection video. I don't know where to put them yet, so look forward to that. So what's the plan now? What are we going to do moving forward? Are we still uploading weekly? What are we going to do? So the plan is, yes, to still upload weekly. However, like I mentioned before, there are times in which it is very hard to make content for the week because sometimes I don't have events. So obviously I have to like think of something randomly, you know, which not all the time I can do, but we shall see. I would like to take a break, but I am afraid to lose the momentum. So that is why I'm going to continue, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I think I want to alternate content. So obviously you guys know I am back on Twitch. I am streaming my games. So this game is very long and I don't want to do it once a month. I actually want to do it twice a month or weekly if I could and just schedule like queue the episodes. So what I'm planning to do is every other week is a content, like straight up content. And then the other week is a Twitch stream and just have it every other instead of like double uploading a stream and a content video. But we shall see. That is a tentative plan for now. Again, I do want to continue making content besides vlogs and travel videos. I have a lot of things that was supposed to be part of this year's like lineup of videos, but due to time constraints and also logistics, I couldn't really do it. So it's still sitting in like the back burner, but it is ready. It is ready to be filmed. It is ready to be conceptualized and made into like a whole thing. So stay tuned for that. But also be patient with me because like I mentioned before, I still have the side gigs of like the company that I'm doing stuff for and also the workout group that I'm doing stuff for. So I am still juggling quite a bit of content, not as big as before, but definitely production wise, I feel like I'm amping up a little bit. So there will be times that I might be like a little bit less on my videos, but more concentrated on like making my projects like a little bit better. So if you're into minimalism, it's all good. But if you're not and you don't like the lazy editing style, it's not your style and that's cool, but that's what I like. But anyways, this is the end of this video. I'm just really happy that I did it. And I kind of want to do it again just because I did miss a week. And so almost uploaded for a year kind of stings a little bit because I was so close. But I'm glad I didn't give up. And this was such a fun challenge to do. And I hope that I can continue expand more creativity and yeah, just have more fun in the future with the YouTube videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the vlog. Wow. For the performative males. I was at the top.
I ain't no way. Hold on. Get off that damn machine. Hold on. Hold on.
I got the secret. We made it through. Woohoo. One of them's gonna break their legs. Yeah, this is a lot. Woo! Wee! Even Happy New Year! So I was like, I could have died.
Aldridge.
Set up.
No, it's a strumpet!
Oh.
No way.